Hey guys, I want to talk to you a little bit about fishing in these winter conditions. Right now it's January, and February, March, it's going to be the same conditions. That colder water just means you got to fish slower. I don't want you to think that when you get in these winter months, you can't go fishing. You just have to pay attention to the California regulations on what's legal to take. And right now there's no rockfish. You can take any rockfish, but you can take the halibut, calico bass, yellowtail is still swimming around. Some white sea bass have been caught. And like again, lots of calicos and sand bass this time of year too. Now, when you start fishing for those calicos and the sand bass, even the halibut, as the water gets colder, the fish get a lot slower. They react a lot slower. You have to basically hit them on the head with the bait. And a good bait to do that with is a B52 bucktail. I like to fish either a whole squid or strips of squid. Just let it fall right down to the bottom and just bounce it off the rocks. Work it back to you. If you don't get bit, make 3 or 4 cranks on it, put it in free spool, and then let that bait fall back down. You just have to remember, colder months, and the water's a lot colder, the fish are a lot slower. Everything happens slower when the conditions are like this as the water gets colder. So just take your time. Make those long casts, work that bait slowly back, let it sit there a little bit, work it back, let it sit there. Just take your time with it. And once you get that bait right next to that fish, he's gonna bite it. When that fish bites it, just go ahead and wind down a little bit and set the hook. Remember, when you're working a bucktail or any artificial bait like this, as you're bouncing it around, moving it slowly, if all of a sudden you feel something pick it up and run, it's a fish. These things do not come lifelike once they're in the water for a little bit. Something has to grab it and run with it. And as soon as that happens, just wind down, take all the slack out, and set the hook, and you won't be disappointed. You'll catch some nice quality fish. And some of the popular colors are the red and whites, the greens, the green and yellows. These seem to work better for the sand bass. And when you have a whole squid for the white sea bass and the calicos, the whites and red and white seem to work a little bit better. So that's today's little video blog. Just want to tell you, don't put all the gear away. Still go fishing. You know, it is winter time. You just have to fish slower. The fish are still there. They don't migrate, you know, to other parts of the world, these calicos and sand bass. The sand bass will go down to Baja, but there's plenty of local fish that stay year round. Well, don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe right here. Every Thursday, I'm doing these videos for you. Want to share fishing tips and information. So make sure you subscribe and watch me next Thursday, 8 a.m. Thanks again for watching. I'll talk to you soon.